Hello, everybody. Welcome to Canucks News. Quick episode because it's been a week or so and there hasn't been a ton of news involving the Vancouver Canucks. What we're going to do mostly in this is give some small updates on some few Vancouver Canucks notes and also some updates on players that we know they have been interested in this offseason. So Elliotte Friedman had a little bit of an information on Jack Roslovic, and Frank Seravalli touched a little bit about Marco Rossi. So we're going to be getting into that. So let's get over the small stuff first right off the bat. Tristan Nielsen, he signed with the Colorado Eagles. So Tristan Nielsen, really solid player for the Abbotsford Canucks. Wish him all the best. By the way, how's it going, you beautiful people? I almost forgot my catchphrase. That's unbelievable. All right. PWHL. I actually wanted to start covering a little bit of this as this is going on because these ladies deserve a little bit of love. By the way, Sarah Nurse, Daniel Wagner talked to Sarah Nurse, Jennifer Gardner, Kristen Campbell about the challenges and the opportunities in this inaugural season of the PWHL. So go support the PWHL. I think it's going to be a great season, and their team is absolutely fucking stacked. By the way, they're so good. So Wagner has an article. Go check that out. Next up, Wilson Bjork. I really hope I said that right. Dave, you got to let me know, okay? Did I say it right? All right. Obviously, there's that World Juniors camp going on right now. You can only take so much of the week-long summer hockey tournament, but the Canucks must be thrilled with Bjork's play. He has been Sweden's best playmaker, and he looked great today with an assist. He thrives near the net, and he also makes great high-quality passes under pressure, better than most others on the Swedish attack. Bjork has not only one of the best Swedish players this week, but he's been one of the best players in the tournament, period. And this is a guy we just drafted, and he looks really solid. And obviously, his bro is going to be drafted next year real high. So it's going to be interesting to see if this guy goes on and he has a really good development curve with Vancouver. There's a lot of potential there, right winger. And Ellis, yeah, thank you for that, for the little update there from the junior camp. Another update from the junior camp. So Braden Coots, he's been kind of dealing with a small injury, and he was wondering if he was going to be going to play. He did have one game, by the way, and he didn't play too many minutes, and he was basically on the fourth line. So it's hard to tell, but he did suffer a small injury, just a little banged up from reports. So we hope this is nothing too serious. And based off reports, it isn't. All right, so let's get to the kind of the cream of the crop stuff here. Cam Robinson, he said on Jack Roslovic, his camp is looking for ideally a 3-year deal. This was on July, I believe it was on the 28th on Sakaris and Price. So we have speculated that he wanted a 3-year deal. Personally, I was going to go as far as 2 years, but 3 years is not so bad. I just feel like I don't want to go more than 2 years for the whole Quinn Hughes situation and cap space and everything. I would like to go on a shorter term with him if he decides to come to Vancouver. So Frank Seravalli said on Marco Rossi, it's very unlikely at this point, but I wouldn't totally close the door on the idea of a potential trade. There's been a lot of teams looking for top 6 forward help. Again, like this is on Bleacher Report. It's more of the same. Like a lot of these reports now in this last week are just kind of shuffling through the same stuff over and over. But of course, if Rossi is available later in the offseason, I do wonder if the price is going to come down and the Vancouver is going to go and try to make a move on him. It's a player that a lot of Vancouver Canucks fans really want. Elliotte Friedman. This is today. Elliotte Friedman, another player we talked about for Toronto was Jack Roslovic. There's still a few teams looking at him. We know Vancouver is one of them. I've heard 5 or 6 teams. So there's actually a pretty decent selection and battle there, but we don't know exactly what they're offering, right? Like how many teams are offering 3-year deals? How many teams are offering just a 1 year? Are someone going to go up to 3.5 million? Is the best deal around 2.5 million? Like, does he want total money? We don't know any of that stuff. All we know is apparently he's looking for a 3-year deal. We know with Toronto, they're trying to move money around. So that's the whole Toronto angle. Of course, we're going to have the lovely Toronto angle. But for Vancouver, it is interesting to note that there is 5 or 6 teams that are still kicking the can on him. Still hasn't signed. Like that is the most biggest thing. And I don't know how many more videos we could do on Jack Roslovic. If this has not become a meme yet, Like three news videos in the last 3 weeks, and he's still not signed. But you know, you guys wanted your Jack Roslovic news update, so that's what we're gonna do. Like, I'm for the people. All right, guys, if you enjoyed this quick little news recap, hasn't been much this week, guys. The summer, man. I can't wait when the season starts. It's gonna be so much better. Drop a like; it really does help a lot. And leave a comment, man. I'm on there. I'm very active on there. If you leave a comment, I will reply. It's what I do. So thank you so much for watching the video, guys. Cheers. Have a good summer.